Hi. Wanna go for a walk? Yeah. What? Hi friends, welcome back to another What I Ate in a Day video. You've already kind of seen the start of my morning already. I went to a 6 a.m. SoulCycle class, which was so fun, but also very tiring. And then I came home and I watched Trevi, and then I had my matcha, and now I am just going to have some breakfast. I am snacking right now on a little granola, and today's video is going to be just like a standard What I Ate in a Day video, but I do have a really busy day today, so it's kind of going to be focused around like fast, quick meals. So some of the meals that I am going to be eating today are actually from a meal delivery service that I am trying out. It's called Sakara Life. This is not sponsored by Sakara Life. I'm just personally trying it out, and I will be giving you some ideas for like making those types of meals at home. So you don't have to buy Sakara Life to like follow this video at all, but I have it in my fridge, so I thought I would share it, and I thought I would try it out and give you guys my impression. So this is the granola from them, which I'm going to put on top of my smoothie bowl. I am on day 2 of their meal plan, and so far not loving the breakfast options, so I've just been doing my standard smoothie bowls and then kind of incorporating the breakfasts as a snack or something like that. So I'm going to make my standard chocolate smoothie bowl right now, and then I'm going to top it with some of this dark chocolate granola and probably some peanut butter, because obviously chocolate and peanut butter is the best combo ever. And then what else? I'm not sure what else I'm gonna do with breakfast, but that's actually, it's 10 o'clock, so that's probably gonna be it. And then I have a meeting downtown, which I'll tell you about when I'm done with breakfast. And then we'll see what else happens for the day. So let's dive into the smoothie bowl, shall we? So of course I'm doing a base of spinach. I did 2 giant handfuls of spinach, which ended up being about 3 cups, I would say. And then the protein I'm using today is the Tone It Up vanilla protein. It's new to me. I kind of like it. Not as sweet as I'm used to, but it's still pretty good. So just 1 scoop of that, as well as some of Sun Potion's Yin Power, about a teaspoon of that. And then I do about a tablespoon or 2 of raw cacao, some frozen cauliflower, frozen raspberries, and then my liquid is a little bit of coconut water and regular water. And then I just pop this on my blender and blend it up until it is smooth and creamy and so seriously delicious. Like, it doesn't maybe look so good, but it tastes awesome. So this is the granola, and it's gluten-free, it's vegan, it has Brazil nuts, coconut, cacao nibs. It tastes really good. So I'm gonna put some of this on there, and then I'm also gonna add some of their fruit sauce, which I'll show you. So this is just like a little raspberry sauce, or strawberry sauce actually, I think, and I'm going to put this on top of my smoothie bowl as well, and then I'll probably have some peanut butter with it. Yum. Here's the finished product. I have the chocolate granola, the strawberry sauce, and a little bit of frozen raspberries on top. So for the most part, I absolutely love having a dog. It like saves me so many times just because she keeps me company. And where is she? What's she doing? So she keeps me company, and and it's just like a great way for me to get out in the middle of the day. But when I have a busy day like I do today, it's kind of a pain in the butt because I have to count my time to walk her. I could hire a dog walker, but I just feel like that's not really worth the money. So I have to like add on an extra half hour or so whenever I have a meeting so that I can make sure that I can walk her in the middle of the day, and that's what I'm doing now. I have about 15 minutes before I have to leave for my meeting, so I thought I would sit down and share what I'm doing. So I partnered up with Whole Foods in January, and they, if you guys don't know, are headquartered in Austin, Texas. I'm obviously in New York, but anyway, so part of their team that is in Austin, and the woman that I actually worked with who's on their social team, is visiting New York, and so they invited me to come down to their Tribeca store, which is, oh my god, it's one of the nicest Whole Foods I've ever been to. It was like the first Whole Foods I ever visited in New York, and it is incredible. So beautiful, huge store, and just, I mean, it's stunning. So I'm gonna head down there, and I'm actually meeting up with somebody on, I don't know what team the person is on, but they are super knowledgeable about Whole Foods, and we're getting a private tour. I am getting a private tour of that Whole Foods, and we're gonna talk all about how they source their products, how they choose the products that they put on their shelves. We're gonna talk about their quality standards. I'm not getting paid to talk about this at all. I just genuinely love shopping at Whole Foods, as you guys know. So I'm personally really interested in learning more about their sourcing, and learning more about how they choose the brands and products that they do on the shelves. If you do have any questions, actually, I have a direct line to the team at Whole Foods. So if you have any specific questions, why don't you drop them in the comments, and I can email them and ask and get you answers. Okay, so I didn't end up filming anything because it was more of just like a fast-paced tour with their team, but it was really, really interesting, and we learned all about their quality standards for everything from body care, cleaning, produce, meat, seafood, eggs, dairy. And what I found really interesting is that Whole Foods is probably the leading retailer in all of these categories, and basically they're always constantly improving their sourcing and their ingredient quality. Their welfare standards are really high. Obviously, like, that's not as applicable to me because I'm not eating meat, but it's kind of one of those things where if you do choose to come into the store and shop and eat things like meat, eat things like seafood, there's just like a better level of trust because they are sourcing things at a higher quality, which I really, really appreciate. So I hope that was interesting. If you have any questions, like I said, for Whole Foods, you can drop them down below and I'll email their team. But for now, I'm gonna do a little bit of grocery shopping. I'll show you what I picked up already. I have some vegan pesto, which I'm really excited about. And then I also have some of these new things that they introduced me they're called sumo citruses. They're like a tangerine or a big orange or something. They're really, really good. And then I'm just gonna kind of find some other yummy things to pack into my cart because we can't come into a Whole Foods and not get things. Here's what I got. I got some sumo citruses. I got some gluten-free noodles, siete tortillas, my fave Cocomel bites, a kombucha for the train ride home, Siete's vegan queso. I love this stuff. I got some vegan pesto. What else did I get? I got some Simple Mills crackers for the bus or the train ride home, and then I got all 4 of Siete's hot sauces. Can you guys tell I'm like obsessed with all the Siete things? Just got home and I'm going to make my Sakara lunch. So this is the lunch option. It's a Sakara burger with a chili cashew cream. And then you also get this daily greens, which you can enjoy as a side salad. So I haven't opened this up, but let's open it up and see what it looks like. Okay, so it's basically just a veggie burger. And what I'm gonna do is heat it up on that toaster pan, get it all nice and hot and toasty. And then I might actually crumble it up and put it on the salad with the cashew queso. I'm not sure yet. So what I did here is added all of the greens into this bowl, and then I also added in some quinoa that I had left over in my fridge. The coconut came inside of the burger, and as did the cabbage, so I just kind of added everything in here and then tossed it all together with the dressing, and then I'm gonna put the burger right on top. Also, I just tried the cashew cheese sauce, and it's quite good. It's very garlicky, but it's really good. So, this is gonna be a nice little lunch. I actually might add a little bit of avocado too, just to make it not only look pretty, but also just like add a little bit more healthy fats. And then I'll show you the final product, take a photo, and it's time to eat lunch because I am so hungry. Here's my finished product salad. I'm actually really excited about this one because the flavor of the burger is really good, and paired with the yummy tangy salad, it's just like a really quick, easy option. And also, it's just worth mentioning in general, you don't have to have Sakara to make a lunch like this. Veggie burgers are so easy. You can just buy a pack of frozen veggie burgers, throw one in the toaster, top it on, use it like on top of the salad. You can meal prep your salad ahead of time, toss it when you get to work with some dressing, avocado. Such an easy lunch, and it literally takes like 5 minutes to make. I'm looking down because I'm gonna take a bite. Let me show you guys. So yeah, that is my idea for a quick and easy lunch. I think it's so good, so easy, and really, really yummy. I'm going to get back to my computer and do a little bit of work before I take Charlie for another walk. Then I'll come home, do more work, and then Matt will come home and I'll work on dinner. All right, so we're making some shishito peppers, first of all, for dinner. This is Matt's specialty. We have a whole bag of shishito peppers that I bought at Whole Foods. We just washed them, and then I don't even think we really oil them. Maybe we just add a little bit of oil on them, and we roast them at 425 degrees for about 15 minutes until they're kind of soft. And then at the end, we finish them with a little bit of Maldon sea salt and some lemon juice, and they are so good. I'm also having a little pre-dinner snack. This is the Simple Mills crackers that I bought today at Whole Foods, and the spicy queso blanco that's vegan from Siete, and it is so good. Alright, so I'm going to put the shishito peppers in, and all you have to do when you're cooking them is just give them a little shake from time to time so that they can kind of get like turned around and they cook more evenly. And I'm going to show you what I'm having to for dinner. It's just another one of the Sakara dinners because they sent 3 of the 3 days worth of meals. I'm just going to kind of go through them, and I'm going to have those, and then I don't know, I haven't opened up that meal yet, so I'm not sure how big it's gonna be, but I might end up having to make something else. So let me check it out and show it to you guys. So it's a truffle kale salad. Sounds good. Let's open it up and see what's inside. I already had a big salad today, so I'm not psyched about having another giant salad. Okay. This is what it looks like. It looks very small. Let me flip you around so I can actually show you. So it looks like we have some sort of crouton-y thing. I'm guessing this is like a Caesar type dressing. And then it looks like a flatbread of some sort, maybe. I had a flatbread yesterday, and gotta say, this is kind of a small meal. I'll definitely be adding something else to have with this. Maybe roast up some sweet potatoes, or I'll look in my fridge and see what else I have. So for the salad, it has like a truffle dressing, which is actually delicious, and I added in some spinach, so I'm just gonna have this on as my side dish. And then I took the topping on the toast, and I'm gonna heat it up with some of my quinoa mac and cheese, which I shared Actually, this is going to be, the quinoa mac and cheese will be up on Tuesday, so I will link the recipe for you down below, but I'm going to be showing you how to make it in a video next week when you watch this live. So I'm just reheating this in a pan. Matt sauteed some mushrooms, which is why it's nice and brown, and I added in the mushrooms and a little bit of almond milk. Can you add in a splash of almond milk? Thank you. And I'm just going to heat it up. And basically, it's already cooked, so I'm just gonna heat it through until it's nice and hot and cheesy. I might add in a little nutritional yeast. There's the mushrooms there, and quinoa is high in protein, so this is gonna be my added protein of choice for the night. And actually, we're both having mac and cheese. I'm having a vegan version, but here's what Matt's having. He's having Annie's mac and cheese just out of a box with kale, mushrooms, peppers, some jalapenos, and they both sound delicious. Figured it would be easier if I flipped it around. So since this video is like geared towards a busy day, leftovers are key, right? So keeping your fridge stocked with leftovers is a great way to save a ton of time. This quinoa mac and cheese is something that you can freeze. You can make it in a big batch. It will last you all week long. It's kind of like a casserole type dish. And then, of course, all of the other meal prep recipes that I use that I've shared and are on my website and on the channel already are great options too. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm gonna just end it here because we're gonna go eat our dinner and enjoy our shishito peppers. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can leave me a comment in the comment box below. I'll link my What I Eat in a Day playlist for you. There are over 50 videos in that playlist, so you can binge to your heart's content if you want. Otherwise, appreciate you guys being here. As always, you're the best. Love you for supporting this channel. I know that you guys enjoy these videos, so I'm going to keep on filming them. The next one that you will see is going to be from our trip to Mexico. But otherwise, have a fabulous rest of your day. Thanks so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe. Before you go, there's a red button right below this video. You can tap that button. You guys know the drill. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!